Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Welcome to AP Bio Remote Learning Week 4. I hope it's going well. Had some good conversations with students. Guys, I just want you to know that I'm trying to make myself available lots of times throughout the week. Please either email, send me a message through Google Classroom, or I'd be glad to set up a Google Meets, just like I have going every morning from 8 till 9. If you look on here, hopefully the district calendar comes up here. Here it is. And let's go to, that's awfully late, scroll up a little bit. So every day between 8 and 9, if you would like to meet face to face or turn the camera off, if you have a question, please, I'm making myself available during this time. So don't be afraid to stop by, join the meeting, and we can chat, and maybe there'll be some other students there too. So don't forget about that. Also this week, if we go back here, it looks like our Create Your Own Final Study Guide is due this Friday. So some things about this, and let me make sure that my computer is not freezing. It looks like it is. There were the 6 units. Make sure you get all 6 units on there. Some other things to remember. The entire study guide must be handwritten. It can't have copy and pasted information. Your name has to be visible on both the front and the back side of it, and you have to turn it in via Google Classroom. Each topic has at least one hand-drawn illustration. Make sure it has color, meaningful color. Don't just highlight things for the sake of highlighting. And the correct size of paper. I'm not too worried about that, but I just didn't want anybody to have to go out of their way. Just common plain old paper is due. And it does say this is due Sunday, April 26th. So I apologize. That's not this Friday. If I have that somewhere else, I might need to change it in the calendar. We will make it Sunday, but please don't wait until the last minute. I can show you projects I'm not going to show you a bad one, but let me show you some examples from last year. But it's fairly obvious when people wait till the last minute and try to turn one in. Let's go to pictures. I didn't want to post these, but I thought if anybody's looking for ideas on their study guide and how to be more specific, or if you'd like to see examples of study guides in the past, I could show you these. I had to pull these off my phone the other day. Here's the first one. You can see this person. I only did one side, and this is when we used to have 12 units. So what I would do is 6 boxes one side, 6 boxes on the other. This person took advantage of every single space, but just stand back and look at it. They used their color coding really well. You can tell they tried to do visuals and graphs. They tried to make the color coding meaningful. This one doesn't have as much information, but still they got the stuff on there that was needed, especially in that small 6 grid area. So remember, yours are actually, if I remember right, we said, at least 3 on the front, 3 on the back. If you did just 4 quadrants, that should work out. So there's a couple examples, but also don't forget, let me know if you have any questions. The other thing I wanted to just remind you about was our AP study exams, AP exam, which is Monday, May 18th. So if I keep that in mind and I go to the calendar, this is what this week looks like. It does say that the review guide is due on Friday. I'll change that to Sunday night, but that's what we're going to be working on this week. Next week, my plan is to do an independent study project for this week. That's the last week in April and the first week in May. So it'd be another kind of 2-week-long project, but you get to study the specific topics you'd like to and the specific style that you'd like to as well. Last thing, this is our last week before the exam on the 18th. So on this week, I really want to hit FRQs hard. I can imagine assigning a small FRQ every single day and having you grade it. That would be the final product. But also, this is Saturday, and then if I go the next week, this Sunday, before the AP Bio exam at noon on Monday, what we would do, actually, you know what, I was going to do it Sunday night, but there's probably no need not to do it on Monday morning. I would like everybody to check in, and what we would do is do a Google Meets and look at all the different memes. And I think that's kind of a fun, enjoyable way to study and review for the exam.